Hey, what's up with it out there, man? Welcome back to the channel, man. Kicking Grits. But we finna kick the shit, man. You know, like I said, man, we talk shit, swallow spit. But in actuality, at the end of the day, it's all good conversation. It's all related to, you know, mental health, and mental health is a very serious thing going on in this world, man. Right now, our mental health is unstable. So yeah, I'm very in tune with a lot of different things, and that's why I want to use this channel to try to create a platform to get in tune with people and check in. You know, it should play a part, man. I'm checking in with you, man. How you doing today, man? What's happening? You feel me? What's happening? You know, I'm gonna check in with you. But today we're gonna talk about singles, women. You know, for the most part, and men too as well. I mean, there's a lot of men that are single out here today. There's a lot of women, and a lot more women, but men are single by choice. Women are single by a countless number of other reasons that they haven't really established worldly. There's a lot of social media, bad advice, all kind of stuff. But first, before I get into that, I want to tell you guys, oh yeah, there's a foundation that I'm a part of. It's called the Glow Up Foundation. And it's a kids charity organization, like I told you guys before. 10% of the future proceedings of this channel will go to that foundation. And it's part of the reason why I'm doing this channel too as well. But because like I said, mental health, man, it's just the society, this world is kind of messed up right now. But I'm gonna read to you guys a passage from my book, a book that I wrote a year or so ago. It's called Thoughts from Your Neighborhood and Word, and that book is available on Amazon. That's probably the easiest way to get it. You can get paperback, or you can get it electronically and then read that digital version of it. It's a little bit cheaper. But I'm gonna read to you guys a passage from this book. One of the reasons why this is big right here. This is diamonds right here. This is big jewels right here. I'm finna drop with y'all right now. Reasons why you're having difficulties with dating, difficulties in relationships. You may need, even if you are in a relationship right now, you may benefit from what I'm about to tell you right now too, because you don't want to waste your time. That's the worst thing in the world to do, is wasting your time. I mean, we're only allowed so much time on this earth. We're only blessed to be here on this earth so long. So we don't want to waste our time procrastinating or waiting. We're wasting time, valuable time that we're only allowed so much of on this planet. And yeah, so we don't want to be, you know, in those predicaments where we're 40, 50, 60 years old and we're in regret or whatever. We're just miserable. We want to live our best lives, man. You know, hey man, this is coming from a married man, man, from a player to the married status, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, I'm a little bit older. You know, I'm almost 40 years old, man. I'm going on now. I'm headed toward that direction, man. You know, so I've been through some things, man. You know, I come from streets and all that, so I'm relatable to a lot of situations, you know, with people, and you know, because I've been through a lot of my life and I've seen a lot and did a lot. But let me get to this passage though, right? Okay, so check this out, guys. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we kicking grits now. We kicking grits, man. All right. So until you establish your goals, you will never know who is meant to be in your life. And you think about that for a second. I'm just gonna break it down in pieces for you, so we just follow along. So until you establish your goals, that's the things that you want to do, you know, in your life, things that you want to accomplish, places you want to go, so on and so forth. So until you establish those goals, you never know who is meant to be in your life. And this is for the people that want to have long-standing relationships, marriageable relationships, marriages, and so on and so forth. It's not for the people that's just dating and have. We're gonna talk about those situations, give you guys some game, you ladies some game on how to pursue those situations. But anyways, this is about marriageable relationships, right? So until you establish your goals, you will never know who is meant to be in your life. Understand that. Because when you establish a goal, you know exactly what you want to do with yourself. You know exactly what it is that's driving you to do the things that you want to do, places you want to go, people you want to meet. And if the person that you're around doesn't share that or support that, you're going to have issues, right? You understand what I'm saying to you? And another thing, And you'll have those issues because if they don't know what you've been through or shared your memories, meaning similarities, you know, they won't understand the pains that you may have and the reasons why you have these goals. So not understanding the things that you've been through, your memories, all that, because all of those things play a part in the decisions in your mind that create the things that you want to do, right? It's a path, it's a road, you know, to you know, because the things that you go through, the things you see, what you're witness to, what you're exposed to, people that you talk to, your family, all of those things create memories, and within those memories, you're gonna house thoughts in your mind, and those thoughts are gonna create actions, you know, and those actions are created essentially, like I said, by those thoughts. So the desires are created through those things too as well. So with that said, and if they don't understand your pains, they will not understand your goals. And since they don't understand your goals, they may disagree with your plans. They don't understand your goals. See, you're trying to achieve something, you're trying to have something, you're trying to do something, you're trying to go somewhere, you're trying to make things happen. And now you got roadblocks. You feel what I'm saying? And you can't do it with the significant other or the person that you chose as. And you're gonna have complications, you're gonna have regrets, you're gonna be resentful, you're gonna be mad at them, you're gonna have attitudes and all that kind of shit, right? So you're gonna wanna choose the right person and make sure that they understand who the fuck you are, where you come from, the pains that you've been through, things that you understand and don't understand, you know, understand your goals in essence, you know what I mean? And cause like I said, cause if they don't understand your goals, they will disagree with your plans. They disagree with your plans, they won't agree with your decisions. Like I said, they won't like your decisions. They won't like the things that you do, how you do them. You know, just the way that you are. It's naturally because of the desires that you have. You're motivated. You know what I mean? And if they don't agree with your decisions, they won't like your actions. So they won't like the choices that you make, the people that you choose to house around you, the places that you choose to go. So if they don't like your actions, they won't. Then you're gonna end up being in a situation in return, not liking your actions. They will begin to despise you. You understand? They won't like you. There's more to this passage here. But I'm not gonna get into that any more depth. But you gotta get the book, Thoughts from Your Neighborhood Inward. But they will not like you. They will despise you. They will hate you. They will resent you. All that good, all that bad stuff. So think about it. Reasons why people, they label relationships toxic. Oh, he's toxic, she's toxic. You feel what I'm saying? I just gave you the meat and potatoes of this thing here, man. Reasons why relationships with people become toxic. You don't understand each other. You're not playing the same game. You guys are headed in two different directions. And you know, you're in the same car. You're in a two-door vehicle riding with each other, trying to go two different directions. You understand? So that's a problem, right? And I took some other notes here too. So, like I said, get back to what we talking about here. It's the shocking truths of why so many men and women are single. But men more than likely are single because of choice. They choose to be single. And it's because of the market out here, what's out here, what's available to women. Women are more, there's more single women out here in this world, not by choice. They want a man, they want to be with someone. But there's a number of reasons why. And this is the first video we're gonna get into and having some talks and discussion. We're gonna do some interviews with real life people and turn up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, on this channel or whatever. And so y'all stay tuned with me, man. Kicking Grits, kicking grits, kicking the grits, kicking the grits, kicking the grits. Yeah, we gonna kick the grits, man. But yeah, so like I said, a lot more men are single by choice. Women are single because it's hard for them to get a man. It's hard for them to keep a man, you know. And then we're gonna go through a few different things here that I just a few different things I jotted down I want to talk about just on this particular video. I don't want to make long ass videos and stuff like that. We're gonna keep it short, simple, straight to the point, because I know people get busy in their careers and their jobs and their life, and you just want to, quick little jug here. And I'm gonna be this is gonna be that channel where you get that quick little jug, but sometimes we'll have some long videos. But yeah, so like I said before, sometimes women give each other bad advice. Little girls, like schoolgirls, they'll give you bad advice, sometimes on purpose. They play with you. Women play a lot of games, Men don't play games so much until they get played by a woman or by a girl or a chick or whatever. They play with them, so then in return it creates a cycle of bullshit. So this man's an asshole because he was introduced to being an asshole by a woman. So the woman created that, that asshole man mentality. And that's why a lot of men are single by choice, but women are trying, women are trying to seek a man, they're having issues because of, like I said, bad advice from other girls. And they'll make them play games, like doing things to test the man just to see if the man really likes him. You know what I mean? Oh, he really likes you if he does this. You should do this to him and see how he reacts. You know what I'm saying? Or make him wait for it. Don't give it up. Don't let him touch you. Be a little bit distant. Be cold. Don't answer the phone on the first ring. All these little games. You don't do that type of shit. If you're into somebody and you like a motherfucker, you answer the phone. You know what I mean? Give me butterflies. You feel me? Pick the phone up, man. Chop it up, top it up, man. You feel me? Hey, man. What your heart desires, man. Move with the heart. So that's one reason. A lot of these women that give you this advice, they're strangers to you. They don't even know you. You understand? To really give you good advice. And you may have issues that stem from your childhood. They don't, like I said before in the passage, your pains, your memories, your experiences as a child may conflict with you having good relationships with men today. You might need to seek therapy, but like I said, these women don't even know you, and you may have deeper rooted issues from your childhood, from your auntie, your mother, your grandma, or your father, uncle or brother or sister, So it's a lot more to it, and it's a serious shit going on. And another thing too, like a lot of women have high expectations for men. They have very, very high expectations for men, and that's not good. Like, who are you? What are you bringing here? You know what I mean? To have these high expectations for the kind of man that you want, and how he treats you and whatnot. So a lot of women, they look, first of all, for looks, right? They go for a man for looks, check. Money, money, check. Sex game. And they want to make sure, motherfuckers stroking sex game proper. You understand what I'm saying to you? And personality. You know what I mean? And the way that the man treats the way that the man treats you. That's important to a lot of ladies. That's important in general, but looks, money, sex game, personality, a man can have all of these things, right? But his personality ain't shit, right? And what a woman do with that man. So there's nobody perfect in this world, right? Nobody's perfect. You ain't perfect. So what you do with that man? Toss him to the side, put him in the friend zone. His personality ain't shit. He weird, he awkward socially. He don't know how to, you feel me? So it's like, wow, you friend zone the man that's marriageable. That's marriageable. You feel me? Good guy. He finna take care of everything. You feel me? And you finna toss him to the side like, what? Crazy. A lot of women do that. And then what happens with that? You throw the man in the friend zone and you end up fucking off a whole a good potential situation, or potentially good situation. You know what I'm saying? And and just being prideful, it's sad. I see that a lot in a lot of situations and shit. But like I said, with them high expectations and shit, comes entitlement, right? Okay, so the women got the pussy, right? So now they entitled. They feel like they're entitled to certain things. When a man is dealing with them, when a man is dating them, he has to pay. He has to open a door, or he has to take me out and show me a good time, be entertaining, be energetic, and be all that he can be. You know what I mean? And more. They want more, of course. You know what I'm saying? So much more, and attention and all this. And social media just blows their heads up, right? And gives them a false sense of value. You know what I mean? Because really, at the end of the day, who's the ultimate valuable person in a situation? I mean, of course, it's a togetherness, but it's the man. The man is the ultimate prize in a situation, and the women have this false sense of reality in that, and they think that they're the prize because they have the little, you know what I mean, a little nut, man, you know what I mean, the puss. They think they overvalue the puss, and there's so much of it out here, right? Man can get it anywhere, and this is another reason why men choose to be single, because of that, you know. I mean, they overvalue themselves because they think they have this. Think about it. A man naturally is a procreator. He is an aggressive creature, a dominant alpha. You know what I mean? Hear me roar. You know what I mean? So a man wants to be involved with a woman and feel that, you understand what I'm saying to you? So he's gonna go after that. He needs that. But there's women out here that feel like they can abuse that sense that men have naturally with holding back or playing with them. You playing too many games. You don't want to do that. And then, like I said, like the woman thinks that since they're pretty, a man off top has to be a certain way, act a certain way, do certain things, treat them a certain way, talk to them a certain way. And if they don't, they're not up to par, the man is not qualified in the woman's eyes. You know what I'm saying? And the women in return, you women give men attitudes because you feel like you're overqualified for this man. Well, really, the man is overqualified for you. You understand what I'm saying to you? For real. And like I said, they think because they got the puss, the social media spins you. The music, these movies, these shows, and all of the street life stuff is being exposed. Like for instance, you have women that are, we'll say, sex workers, or they're in the line of entertainment, a stripper or something like that. So with the stripper mind and the sex worker mind is being exposed to the mass media, a lot of regular women are being confused because they think that the men are supposed to, that's the entitlement, they're supposed to flock to them and be certain ways and worship and adore, them, because that mind is being broadcasted, the stripper mind, the sex worker mind, the entertainer mind. The woman that's actually in that field, she's doing it for money. And but we'll get to that too later, about the girls that are in these games, and how they have difficulties when they want to switch it up. They want to change the pace, change the lifestyle. There's certain things that come along with that. But like I was saying, the regular woman, she gets this type of mentality and it fucks them up. You know what I mean? Especially young early on, in this thing. And what do we got here? And they think that they can have it their way, like it's Burger King or something, like they placing an order. And a lot of women look at that like when they're looking for men shopping, like it's a shopping experience. I can have it my way like it's Burger King. No, baby, it's not like that. I mean, you can in a sense, but it's like you wanna be fair in this thing, right? You know what I mean? You don't want to be exaggerating your qualifications in this thing here. It's just like you're coming with you're coming with a 400 credit score attitude, and you're coming. No, take that back. You're coming with a 800 plus credit score attitude with an actual 400 credit score, and going to a store trying to go shopping and applying for a car. That's the attitude. Think about it like that. A lot of you women come with attitudes like you have an actual 800 credit score, and you're gonna get this credit card and you're gonna get the best interest rates and all that, but really in actuality you got a 400 score. You a 400 score. You know what I mean? Come on. You have to rate yourself and be honest. You know, a lot of these women got baggage too. You got to think about that too. You know, and that goes into, like, you know, like I was saying before, like a lot of women overvalue themselves. You know, they overvalue themselves. And a lot of you ladies need to just sit back and just think for a second, like, you know, and assess yourself. You know, really assess yourself. Assess your value. Assess your value as a woman, the qualities that you have as a woman. And this is outside of just making money. This is about you. You know, are you a submissive woman? Are you submissive? Are you willing to be submissive? You know, do you have attitude issues because of deep-rooted problems that you've had in your past, or past relationships that you've had that didn't work out, where you was heartbroken, and now you're bringing this on to the next man? You're bringing this on to this man that's a potential husband situation. You know, you causing these problems. A lot of you women are your own home wreckers. You know, we gonna get into that too in another video, why men cheat. You understand what I'm saying too? We're gonna get into that in parts, just like this is the first part of many. But yeah, so you ladies overvalue yourselves, and like I said, what you need to do is reassess your value. You know, and kind of like maybe you need to jot down some things and shit or whatever, and to figure out your actual value that you bring to the table in a situation. And to consider that, you know, what do you bring to the table? You know, a lot of women think, oh, I'm in this, that modern woman shit, right? I get my own money. I do this, I do that. Yeah, he got to do this too, or he got to, and more, right? So you value yourself based on you make money, right? And we're granted, you may make a decent living, but are you Oprah money? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're not bringing Oprah money to the table. So, you know, and people, you know, men, a lot of men are better earners than women, right? They're bigger earners than women. So there's a lot of lazy men out there too. Maybe a lot of you women need to consider taking care of some men too. A lot of you women might need to just consider getting you a man that you can take care of and raise him like your kid, because a lot of you women are replacing men with having kids and thinking that's, you know, especially if you have a son. Oh, this is my man. The only man in my life is my son. A lot of you women are saying shit like that, and that's not cool. And then you end up dying lonely, right? And you don't want to, or having a million cats or some shit or whatever. You know what I mean? And eventually you're heartbroken because your son is he's gonna grow up and move out. You know what I mean? You can't keep that. Can't keep that guy. He's gonna find his own wife. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he gonna find his own lane. You feel me? And get away from you. You know what I'm saying? With the boy, man. Come on, man. You gotta, man. Hey. But yeah. So, yeah, like I said too, you got, and that's another thing too. You women, you might have kids too. You're getting older. There's a zone. There's a limit to where, you know. I ain't gonna say a limit, where there's a time frame of where, you know, you're a little bit more freer in your dating value. We'll say value. I can't think of another word to describe it, but your dating value is higher, and then it starts to decrease. And it's not all about age. Age plays a part. Age plays a part in the value that you have in the dating market, but what plays an even bigger part, like I said, with having deeper rooted issues going on from previous, you know, bringing that baggage on. That's baggage. Bringing that baggage on and having kids early on, you know, with men that you didn't consider to be marriageable men, or having a man, you know, that you wanted to be with for the rest of your life. You may have multiple children with different men, you know, 3, 4 kids. I see a lot. And sometimes women, they have 2, 3, 4 kids with 3, 4 different baby daddies. You know what I mean? And that's, a man thinks about that. So you may come to the table, you come around a man, right? You know, you looking good, you fly, whatever, smelling good, whatever. You got 4 kids. In the back of this man's head, he's like, shit, hey man, that pussy might be good, man. Shit, pussy good. Hey, niggas could come up that motherfucker, man. I'm gonna have to try some of that, man. Let me get a taste, man. That's all they want, you know what I mean? But a lot of men play the smoke screen, man. Hey, a lot of games get played, you feel what I'm saying, man, to get that, to try that. But it ain't like the man wanna marry you. You know, you have to value yourself based on how many men are not just chasing you, not how many men are in your inbox, how many men are sweet nothings, how many men want to take you out, how many men want, you know what I mean, hit that. You have to base the value that you have based on how many men want to marry you. How many men want to marry you? You got men chasing you down, trying to marry you, trying to throw rings on your finger. We're not talking about engagements. We talking about actual marriages, man. One knee down, trying to put that on your finger to bless you. You understand? Yeah. So you have to consider those things too. Like I said, your baggage. You might have children. Men don't want to deal with that. Another man's kid. You know. And if they do, it may be temporary, you know, because the kid wants to be with his father, or the kids don't respect that stepdaddy shit. They may not respect that man as that father role, and he can't whoop their ass just openly like that, man. You know what I mean? That's a problem. So it's, you know, that becomes a problem. And you know, waiting for these kids to get grown and move out, you're older now. You know, you lose value. You know, so we have to be realistic here. You know, and like I believe too, and I tell some women, you know, being thirsty is not a bad thing. You know, it's not a bad thing, especially if you're in that time frame. It's like you're in your mid to late 30s or even 40s, and you're dating right now. You're looking for a husband. You know, it's tight. You gotta think, the men your age are not looking for women your age. They're looking for women younger, to half your age. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're an established man, they understand the value, you know, they're higher power, they get money. You know what I'm saying? They turned up, they lit. You know, women mature naturally faster than men. So it may take longer for a man to be ready to be in a maritable situation or whatever or whatnot. But what's out here, men are taking a lot longer, and they're just enjoying their life. You feel what I'm saying? And just having fun, splashing everywhere. You feel me? Hey, just living, man. You feel me? So, hey, look, that's just the times, man, that we living in. So a lot of women are just, you know, not really adapting to that shit, man, and really understanding it. And like, you gotta think about it. When you go to school, right? When you in school, you had tests, right? Tests that you had to study for, right? And this is stuff that was essential to, you know, elements that will be presented to you in life, right? This is a life situation. Probably one of the most important life situations that you're gonna deal with, that you're dealing with, and that's finding your mate, your soulmate, your partner, you know, your significant other. And that's serious business. And you're gonna wanna really do some homework. It's not just like, snap your fingers and go out there. A million man march is headed to, it might have a million man trying to march in that thing, you feel what I'm saying, and hit that, you feel what I'm saying? But talking about marrying you, that's a whole nother story. It's a long term, that's a whole nother story. So it's a lot of things that you need to consider too. And one of them, the main thing that you really need to consider too, is, like I said before, a lot of you women are being, you're tricked by social media. So your mind is switched. You know, the role that is in your mind as you, the woman, being the prize in the situation is reversed, because the man is the actual prize. And we'll get into that on another video, and I'm going to explain to you why the man is the prize, so that you women can really get a full dose and an understanding on what you're doing out here, you know, and really need to reassess your moves. You know, it ain't about kissing ass, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just about, you know, think about it. You got kings and queens. Who kiss whose ass? You can't call a man. Damn, video stop. But yeah, like I said, you can't treat a man, like think about your king, right? You can't call a man your king and treat him like shit, man. You know, you think about it, you got to treat him like a king and act like that's your king. You know, I'm not saying, you know, kiss his feet, but you know, that might be a nice thing to do. You know what I mean? He might appreciate that and love you better, love you more. So you got to understand your role that you're playing. Play a role. Be wife material, not wifey. Understand what a wife is. What is a wife? What is wife material? Are you wife material? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So, you know, and like I said before, some of y'all might need to consider going through therapy or something. You know, you might need to seek a therapist if you're having issue after issue after issue after issue and you can't fix it yourself. You know, that's something that's been looked over, especially in the black community. Blacks don't really respect too much therapy, but we might need to get that, you know what I'm saying, and check in and speak to somebody and talk to somebody that knows, a professional, to really resolve some of these issues that we have. You know, you have a lot of issues from things that you went through, things that you've gone through, things that you witnessed too, even watching like the stuff that happened here with George Floyd, you know what I'm saying, and you know, that's traumatizing. You know, that's, you know, and he's not the only one. There's so many videos that are being broadcasted with these type of things, and you know, things that traumatizing. Even these movies that we watch, TV shows, music, all this stuff affects us mentally, and we have issues in our real life situations day to day because of these different things and the way we walk, talk, and move and groove throughout life because of the things that we're putting into our mind. Our brains are like sponges, and we're just absorbing everything. And there's so much information out there. A lot of misinformed people are being misinformed because of so much information. A lot of the information out here is bad information. And so, you know, that's why I'm checking in. That's why we doing this channel, Kickin Gritz. But we gonna do some fun stuff too, man. We gonna turn up, man. We gonna turn up on you. We gonna have some interviews, some live stuff, man. You know what I mean? We gonna put the money gun on them, man. You feel me? Yeah, man, it's gonna get real interesting around this thing, though. You feel me? So, y'all stay tuned with me. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to do that. Like, share, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell. Make sure that you stay tuned with the channel and go ahead and follow the Instagram page, the Twitter page, Facebook if you want, but make sure that Instagram for sure, because I want to get into doing some going live on Instagram and getting some conversations and some feedback with people that are actually active in motion. You know, might be turning up or have a, hey, I wouldn't mind saving a life. You know, I mean, a lot of people can get suicidal behind this thing here. You know what I mean? It's serious. It hurts, you know, to be hurt. And you know, I look forward to possibly saving some lives, man, you know, and helping some people throughout these little conversations and these interviews and the entertainment, E&E, baby. So, yeah, entertainment and education, baby. Y'all stay tuned with me. And like I said before, man, 10% of the future proceedings of this channel will go towards Glow Up Foundation. And it's an organization it's a kids charity organization that I'm a part of. And I believe in really strongly that will do really successful in the future and help a lot of children early on in their lives with some things to be avoided, you know. So yeah, Glow Up Foundation, there's a website, glowupfoundation.org. That is the website for that, and there's pages for that too as well. But we're not doing too much promotion on that right now. We are and we aren't, but we aren't. So that will be soon. It's gonna develop a lot more in the future, so y'all stay tuned for that. But until then, it's Kickin Gritz, baby. Yeah, she'll play upon her.